Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please click that you like this video, subscribe to my channel and ring off the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post new content right here on this channel. Today's episode is all about apartment hunting, and I'll be taking you with me to look at some apartments and condos in the GTA. Now for me, my first apartment came very hard. It was a hectic process because one, I had no established credit in the country. Yes, I came with a good credit score to an application, but if you looked at my credit report, you wouldn't see like open credit cards, like on a payment plan or something. You wouldn't see where I would have like a car loan or anything proving that I'm someone who I pay well. So what I had to do, I had to get my aunt to serve as my guarantor, and so that's how I got my apartment. Now, you've probably seen me film at different points in my apartment, particularly on this lovely balcony, which wasn't lovely before. So if you've not already caught my balcony makeover episode, make sure you watch that one right after this. If you've watched other episodes of mine, you would have seen my living area, aka my office space. So that was one thing that I wish I had, and that was more space, right? I'm someone who I love lots of empty spaces between furniture, and that's not what I have right now, but I do love my space a lot. Like most other places, apartments go by super fast. Some landlords also want 4 to 6 months in deposit, ridiculous, plus post-dated checks. Yeah. Before I moved here, I never even signed a check before. So can you imagine being asked for post-dated checks? Fortunately for me, my apartment has a system in place where it could be like a pre-authorized withdrawal from my account, which I had absolutely no issues with. So that's something that you have to consider in terms of perhaps needing to have several months in advance putting forward, and that could mean, let's say, about 8,000 Canadian, depending on where you get your apartment, the cost for it, and the requirements of that landlord. Some of the key things that I don't love about my space, aside from the space constraints, would be the fact that one, it's an apartment building, so we all share the laundry room, and I don't want my clothes to necessarily be mixed up in very public spaces, right? That's not something that I particularly have enjoyed, but anyways, that's just part of what it is. In addition to this, there's only one amenity on my building, and that's an outdoor pool, but that means that I'm only able to use the pool like 3 months out of the year. So perhaps I would have preferred an indoor pool, but anyways, my friend Jody was apartment hunting, and I had wanted to do some viewings for this episode that was long overdue. So it presented the perfect opportunity for me to start filming some content. So let me take you with me on the streets, viewing some apartments in Mississauga, Ontario. Let's go. So this is actually a renovated unit. So everything in here is pretty much brand new. As you can see, it's like a living and dining situation. The dining room would be where I'm standing, and then over here is the kitchen. The kitchen actually has a very small island. So if you noticed when I came in, you could also put 2 bar stools right there and just have it as a little breakfast nook. And then here is the bedroom. It has like an older type of heating. That's not to knock it, I'm just saying it's older heating because it's an older building. I love glass closets, so that's a plus. And the bathroom too is really nice. As I said, it's renovated, so you won't expect anything less. It's a small bathroom, yes, but you do have a lot of space to store your cosmetics. Us females, we need a whole heap of space. Now, here you can see that dining area over here, and from the dining area we lead to a spacious balcony, so that's a plus. Okay, so let me just come back real quick and share something with you. You have to do your research before even going to view an apartment. Make sure you utilize Google to see the type of building it is. A lot of buildings in Canada have cockroach or bedbug infestations. So make sure you're not going to view a building that has issues like cockroaches and bedbugs, and I'm sure there are others that may have rat issues and so on. So be cautious, do your research where that's concerned. Another thing too, make sure that you're not taking a unit that's located beside a garbage chute. On occasions, if the chute is malfunctioning, you may find that your unit will smell like garbage, and nobody don't want it in a place to smell like a garbage dump, right? So be cautious about that. Make sure that you try to stay as far away from a garbage chute as you possibly can, and you should be good. All right. So this unit was going for, as you can see, after parking, about 1900. Jody was not a fan because it only had above ground parking. Don't mind that dolly over there, so on the left. Who puts a doll on their balcony? Like a big doll. Anyways, this is the living area. Quite spacious. Storage, not bad either, but quite small. The bathroom was a little spacious, so that was a plus, I'll say that. But Jody was still not sold on it. The bedroom was also kind of like the same size as the one we viewed before, so nothing really different. So while looking for apartments, Jody came to me with the perfect idea for us to actually view condos. She found that condos were actually in the same price range as apartments, and I could not believe it. So anyways, we went looking at condos. Let me just tell you quickly some of the key differences between an apartment and a condo. So of course, as I said, for an apartment, it's more communal. You share the laundry area and you don't have that many amenities. But then for the condo, you have your own washer and dryer inside, and you have tons of amenities depending on the building. Some, for instance, may have a gym, a sauna, indoor pool, basketball court, movie theater or movie room, right? Meeting rooms, party rooms, whatever it is, they have a bunch of those. So we said, you know what, let's look at some condos. So you walk into where they call a den, but that's not a den. Really nice galley kitchen with really new fixtures. So that was definitely a plus for this unit. The living area was a little small, but it had a really nice view and construction. So I believe that would be quite noisy, but then this is Mississauga, so there's always going to be some construction going on. The bedroom was also really tiny, but I found that the washer and dryer was really spacious, so that was a plus. The bathroom was also really okay. This unit is a 1+ den, this being the den that we're looking at right now. It's really small, and based on where it's situated, it doesn't work for what persons try to use their den for. In most cases, they try to pitch it as a potential second bedroom. The unit was actually also really smelly. I don't know what happened. It did smell like gutter. So I really did not want to linger, but it was really nice though, and you had that kind of passageway from the bathroom to the bedroom with closets on both sides, mirrored closets on both sides, might I add. So that was really good. Quite central. Right there is the Marilyn Monroe Towers, so that's really nice, being really central. A lot of commercial buildings and retail establishments, so that was good. But I don't know, that smell was too much. Boss lady?
Hey. Your washroom is here.
Room here is for what?
That's the bedroom.
This is the bedroom?
Yes.
No, it is small then.
Yeah, this is the bedroom.
The doors are cool though. Yeah, the doors are cool.
Yeah.
Lock your doors.
I know, right?
No washer and dryer in here.
Okay.
And this is just a closet.
I appreciate the washer dryer. Well, as soon as I stepped in and got into this kitchen, I realized that it was a little bit dated. I don't like stacked washers and dryers. The bathroom was also really dated, so this was a hot no. Just a FYI, we were actually looking at units in Oakville as well, because Oakville is really just on the west side of Mississauga, right on the outskirts. And so Oakville presented an opportunity for Jody in the sense that car insurance there is much cheaper than it is in Mississauga. It's still very central, it's beautiful, and so Oakville really was still a plus. It's just that this unit was just not perhaps right. Yeah, the garbage bins. It was just not right, but it's not to say that it wasn't a really nice unit. Quite dated, yes, but it really wasn't bad. It was just not right for Jody. So this was actually a brand new condo in downtown Mississauga, like basically across from the one that had that smelly unit. Now they also have a den, and based on how the door opens, the den can't serve as like a secondary bedroom if you want to have like guests over or something. You'd have to just turn that into like an office space. To our left though, you can see brand new everything, all crisp, unused stainless steel appliances. Give me some light, Tamara. Yes, thank you. So you can see it's looking really crisp, really brand new. So I was just falling in love at that point. The living area is quite spacious, so that's also another plus. I think most units I saw had like a relatively small living area as well as a relatively small bathroom area. This one wasn't huge, but it was a bit spacious. Like you could put your stuff on that bathroom counter. Oh yes, and a full-size washer, full-size dryer. That was a hit. I started falling in love. But then the bedroom was a little small to me. Also because for me, I have like big or heavy furniture. So Tamara was actually trying to count through with her steps to see like if we could compare it with our bedrooms to see just how small that bedroom was. But all in all, it was so beautiful. And then we got to the balcony. Okay, it's definitely gonna be a nuisance. But anyways, I love it though. I really do love it. I love it. So as you can see, we found condos that were pretty much in the same price range as apartments, and these condos came stacked. So in the midst of trying to find the perfect condo for Jody, as you can see, we had so many options. So I have a quick announcement to make at this point, kind of late, but a quick announcement to make. First of all, this will be my last episode on this balcony because I'm recording this on the very last day of summer. So you have to the sun up off my body one last time before it gets cold. But by the time you're going to be watching this, I would have also moved. Yes, you heard right. In the midst of finding the perfect condo for Jody, we ended up finding the perfect condo for Moi. So I'll probably put a little clip so you can see how that went for me, moving in, all of that. I am happy. It's bittersweet for me because this was a space that I started out in. This has been something that has been a huge chapter for me. This whole apartment has been a huge chapter for me. This is my safe space. This is what I've become accustomed to. But at the end of the day, I saw tons of opportunities out there in the same price range as what I would have been paying. I was excited at the time, and I made the huge decision to just pack up and move. On the note about moving, if you haven't already supported me, or if you never know, now you know, please support me by purchasing a copy of my book, Packing Up and Moving to Canada 101. It's available for purchase on Amazon in both paperback and Kindle options. Please support, support, support. So with all that said, I hope that this quick episode was helpful for you and that it gave you an idea as to the rent market here in Canada, what you'd prefer to get. Would it be an apartment? Would it be a condo? Now, I know that I could have taken you to look at some pop-down apartments. I could have also taken you to look at some basements. But for me, I wanted to keep this very short, very sweet. And so this is what I was able to come up with. In looking at apartments, we discovered condos, and this is the package. I hope you enjoyed it. The sun has burned me up right now. I don't know how this video is coming out, and I'm kind of hungry. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. You know what to do. Thank you again for your love and your support, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.